Johnny Three Tears, man, welcome to the podcast. How are you going?
Good.
Whereabouts are you right now?
Home sweet home, dude.
Yeah?
Just chilling. Yeah, man. In my little studio room, hiding from my kids.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, dude, all the time.
Everything's been safe over there because you're in California, yeah?
No, dude, we moved to Nashville. Everybody's
true.
That's what everybody does. Once they have kids, they leave LA.
So
yep. We just have tornadoes now. We left the fires for the tornadoes. But no, we're good out here. But we were actually out in LA during the whole fire thing because we were recording. It was pretty intense. We saw the whole thing start because we were when it happened, we were in downtown, and it's funny. Well, not funny, I guess, in retrospect, but we saw like a plume of smoke. We were driving. I was like, dang, that looks like there's a fire starting. And, that happens a lot. And that was what started the whole thing. And so it was like 5 days of just like where you go outside in the middle of the day and it looked like nighttime. It was like, it was crazy, man. Terrible stuff.
Yeah. I feel for those people over there. But you've been touring with Falling in Reverse for a little bit now, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Yeah. We've done, I guess this is like our 4th or 5th tour in a row now.
Yep. Yeah, so you're in the Europe tour started in September last year. There was a bit before that, I think.
Yeah, we did the Europe run. We did 2 US runs with them and Papa Roach and that. And then, now this. Fuck. We're just riding Ronnie's coattails, dude.
Are you guys excited about bringing that down under, though?
Oh, dude, honestly, it's cool. We haven't been to Australia. I don't think it's been like almost 10 years or somewhere thereabouts. It was since like that festival. What is it? Soundwave?
There was Soundwave Revolution, which got cancelled, which I was so devastated about because it would have been my first time seeing you guys.
Okay. When was that?
I want to say 2014, maybe earlier. But I believe you guys were here in 2011.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been a really long time. We did a tour out there with Skindred.
Yes.
Yeah. But we did a festival there. Anyway, it's been a long ass time since we've been out there. So we were stoked to just go out. We were like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, it doesn't come up often. And it hasn't come up often in a long time. So the opportunity was like, the flight part is always what makes us a little reticent to fly there. I hate flying and it's like 30 hours. But I said, you know what, for you guys, I'll do it one last time. Hopefully.
Well, look, if we could move it closer, we would.
We got to move closer, dude. Trump's buying every country in between us and them. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. Maybe we'll end up closer one day.
Yeah. Is there anything you're looking forward to doing this time while you're down here that you missed out on last time, or just being here is enough?
You know what I love about Australia is that it's a lot like LA. It's a desert beach town, and so it's LA, it's my hometown, and I have a lot of love for LA. But there's a lot of drugs, a lot of gangs. So it's like going to LA if it was what it was supposed to be like it's clean and it's nice and stuff like that. So to me, it's like going to what LA was like if I was going back to the 60s or something before it got super fucked up. So I just love it because it's just, super pretty. You're on the beach and, Australia to me is one of those places. It's kind of like the US where it's not like super old. So it's not like you're going around and seeing like, Europe, you're walking around, you can see like, oh, this church is like 800 years old and stuff. Whereas like where I grew up, the oldest building's like 50 years old. Yeah. So Australia's kind of more of a vibe and just enjoying the scenery more so than stuff like the architecture or something. So it's similar to being in LA in that sense, but I just really enjoy walking around and enjoying the vibe, and the people are really nice, and having a drink, a beer, and chilling.
Nice. Look, I've been a massive fan of you and Hollywood Undead since Swan Songs came out.
Thank you, bro.
So this is a massive what the fuck moment for me.
Oh yeah.
So your music goes from super dancey and party vibes to aggressive and angry and to soulful and emotional. What aspects of those songs do you prefer writing?
I definitely like I like the emotional stuff. That's probably my forte. That's what I do most, I suppose, in the band. And then the aggressive stuff I like. I don't really do much of the dancey party stuff, as you probably know if you listen to our music. I'm very rarely involved. I object to it. And I just, when they're playing, I cross my arms and just go, oh god. But I enjoy some of it, and it's fun to play live and stuff. But that's definitely outside of my realm of expertise, I guess. If I'm an expert now, I'm not really an expert, but you know what I mean. So definitely more the emotional stuff is what I like, and I like that, and I really do enjoy the aggressive stuff. But yeah, those are my two, formats, I would say. And then I leave the other stuff to Charlie.
It's all Charlie's business.
That's his world. He runs it. I let him have it.
Fair call. You guys just released Hollywood Forever with a remix from Blaster Jacks, which both tracks are amazing. But does this mean that we can expect a new album coming soon?
Yeah. Well, we have a couple songs that are coming out. It's weird because the record industry is different, much different now than it was, and albums per se don't exist. Like every album we've ever put out was, you put out a few songs, then you put out a hard copy record. It's not like that anymore. Now it's like a series of singles, and after a while you package them.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll come out with a record. When? I don't really know. Now it's just like, hey, let's put songs out, because no one buys CD, at least in the US. I don't know honestly what it's like in Australia. Like if you go to a store, they don't even sell them anymore.
Really?
They don't even have CD players in cars here anymore. Like unless you have an older car. So like they're not like in a hurry to put out records now, our label. So for the label, who basically is responsible for distributing the music, they don't really go, hey, we got to put out a record. They say, hey, we got to put out songs, which is obviously vastly different than it's always been for us. So we're just like, okay, so we have songs which would normally constitute a record, but they want to just put them out as songs. And then so yes, we have music coming out. Is it an album eventually? But I don't know what it's, you know what I mean? I don't know what you would refer to it as now. And that seems to be the new thing. It's funny because in hip hop, they've been doing this for a long time, like mixtapes, and like they just put out a few songs at a time, and not, if they've been doing that forever. And it seems to be now bands in general are moving in that direction, because, if you release a record with the speed of streaming, people don't listen to records anymore. No one's going to go through and listen to 15 songs anymore. Like when you used to buy a whole album, you went, oh, I'm going to go listen to this whole record. It was like an event to buy a CD or a record. Yeah. Now there's 30 records coming out a day. You're not, it's like you can't keep up with those numbers. So the only way to release music is a song at a time, according to the labels, and they're the ones who run that. So we're just like, all right, I mean, if that's the way it's done, that's the way it's done. As long as we put out music, I don't really care how it comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely, things have changed a lot in 20 years. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, you guys were, well, for me, the original MySpace influences.
Yeah. I guess that, dude, we're part of the problem, because we kind of started some of this internet stuff. We were one of those first internet-driven bands, and now it's all internet. So we started the downfall.
Yeah, but then like not putting out a physical copy of an album, like fans can't come up with their CD being like, "Can you sign it?" It's not like they're going to hold out their phone. Can you sign my Spotify?
I know. When I was growing up, buying a CD was like, it was an event to me. You know what I mean? It was like I would read all the thank yous and the lyrics sheets and stuff. So it was like always like, I feel like they're, I like the tangible. I want to hold something.
Yeah, and absolutely.
So like vinyl has kind of had like a big moment now. People really like vinyl. So they put out, it's not that they're not going to put out CDs, but I think that's kind of a moment towards the end where it's like, a band puts out like 8 songs, and then they're going to release, let's say, 4 songs at once with the album and that's literally just for the few people who want hard copies. Most people don't anymore. Most people don't have record collections anymore. Most people don't buy CDs. So it's like, that's a niche now, which is weird to think about, but that's a minority of people. You're talking about 10-15% of people who consume music actually want hard copies.
Absolutely.
the world's changed. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. Who buys DVDs now? I see them at fucking Target. Someone's buying DVDs. I'm not, because I just watch, you know what I mean? I watch Netflix or whatever.
Yeah.
But someone still fucking buys them because they're still making them. So it's probably the kind of the same thing. Like someone's still buying them, but there's not a lot of us.
No, that's it. I saw on your Instagram you recently released a vocal cover, I guess, of Psychosocial by Slipknot.
Oh yeah.
I saw Charlie did the same with Eminem's Without Me. It looks like you guys have some fun with those. It'd be really cool to see a Hollywood Undead mixtape with those sort of things in them. Has that ever been discussed?
Yeah, well, dude, what we thought of doing was like a mashup for live, like doing a live mashup of songs. We've talked a lot about that stuff, but we're really lazy and we'll probably never do it. Yeah, we've talked we got some stuff in the works. Right now we're trying to write originals, but we definitely want to do some more. We're definitely going to do more.
Cool.
How that comes about, I'm not exactly sure yet. We've been in the studio recording for Hollywood Undead and getting our songs ready to put out original music and stuff. But I'll tell you, like, we've never done that before, so doing like that psychosocial thing, because you're basically writing an original cover, like you're writing your own stuff to their song.
Yeah,
it's really, really fun because, like, you get to put your own twist on like a classic. It was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So I would love to do it again, and especially with a band like Slipknot and stuff, because I love Slipknot. I always have. So we definitely had some fun doing it. We'll do it again for sure.
Yeah, that'd be sick. It'd be cool to see Hollywood Undead and it'd be on the Not Fest bill at some point coming down here.
They don't want a bunch of pussies on that bill, dude. That's for fucking heavy metal, dude. We're not. I don't know if they want the hip hop stuff on there, do they? I don't know.
Maybe it kind of fits the whole new metal thing.
Dude, I remember one time we played with Metallica in Vegas, and those fucking metalheads were not very happy.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it was fun. Some of them didn't care, but it was kind of fun, honestly. I remember one time we played with one of these super heavy bands in Brazil, Rammstein in Brazil.
Oh, true.
And they're all like long hair, like super metal dudes, and they were fucking pissed because they don't like rap and stuff. You know what I mean? These guys wanted. We come out and we're doing our thing, and they're just like, they were fucking mad. It's fun too because they start getting, they're pissed you're there, and they start trying to antagonize you, so you start to antagonize them, and it's kind of a good time. You know what I mean? Like it turns into a little bit more fun than normally it's all love, but it was kind of fun because they were throwing shit at us, so we start throwing shit at them, and you're giving them the finger, they're giving you the finger, you're spinning on them, they're trying to spin on you, and it was kind of like, that was a good time, I have to admit.
Hey, if Hollywood Undead aren't pushing the envelope, then Hollywood Undead isn't doing its thing.
Dude, they did it to those Brazilians. They got mad at us, bro. We were just there to party.
Speaking of other artists that you've toured with, Hollywood Undead have had some amazing featured artists such as Jelly Roll, Tech Nine, Papa Roach. You teamed up with Ghost Kid, as well as others. Who would you like to collab with the most on a track?
Ooh, like that could actually be possible, or in like my dream? Like,
why not both?
Like I would love to do something with like Trent Reznor.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, if he like produced a song for us, yeah, that would be like, but that's not going to happen. I don't think. I mean, yay. That'd be like one thing that would be like pretty wild. There's like, out of the dudes that are out right now that I'd be like, that would be really fun. I'd love to do something with Bad Omens. I love a lot of their stuff. Bad Omens would be cool. I know I'm pretty sure they self-produce too, so I'd love to like do something with them.
There you go, guys. If you're listening, get in touch.
Yeah, we're on the same label. What the hell? No. They're really good. There's a ton of bands I really like out right now, but a lot of the times it's also like, would it work? I've always wanted to do something with Corey Taylor. I really like Corey. He's got a great voice. Corey Taylor, it's funny because, and this happens a lot in the world of metal. That guy's one of the most remarkably good singers, just singers, period. I hate when people go, "Oh, that guy's good as a metal singer," because it kind of sounds like you're putting it in a subtext. Because Corey Taylor can sing as any normal singer. Is like, you got like these like who's getting Celine Dion and Michael Bublé and these guys who are like pop singers.
Yeah,
they're just called singers. And then you go, oh yeah, that guy's a really good singer, but he's a metal singer. It's like that, but he can sing as good as any of those other people. So I hate it when they do that little trick. But yeah, he's one of my favorite singers, not just about, he's a phenomenal singer. Obviously he sings very aggressively a lot of the time in Slipknot and Stone Sour, but he's just a phenomenal singer in general. But there's tons of dudes. I'd love to do something with Chad from Mudvayne, because I love Mudvayne too. And
yeah,
that'd be fun. But yeah, I love the hip hop world too. There's a guy named Harper. I love the Suicide Boys. I love a lot of the hip hop stuff. So, it's all, I love work. Like I did a song with Ghost Kid, one of his songs, and I wasn't really familiar with him. And my manager said, "Hey, check this out." And it was the first time I'd heard him, and I was like, "Dude, this kid is fucking sick." Yeah. And one of the reasons I like that stuff is because I didn't know who he was, and I listened to it, and it's inspiring to me because we've been doing this for a pretty long time now, and you can get into a cycle where you get comfortable and you just kind of know what you're going to do because you've been doing it a lot. And I love collabing with people because it kind of wakes a part of your brain up that you haven't used in a while. That's my favorite thing about it. It requires like a different perspective. You have to use your mind differently. And so that's why I love doing that stuff, is it just makes, when you're in a band, you work together for so long, you almost know what everybody else is going to do. It doesn't require, your frontal lobe as much as, whereas you go work with someone you're not used to, you have to be on your toes. Yeah. And they're going to say and do things you're not used to. So it's like, oh shit. So that was a good experience. So like, we're always down, but we have some cool stuff. We have another, who Lefty Gunplay is?
No.
We did something with him. He's really big out here. I don't know if he does stuff out there, but collabs are definitely at the top of the list. We have another song with Jelly Roll.
Nice.
And some other stuff, but definitely one of my favorite things.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Johnny, thank you so much for your time. We can't wait to see you here in Brisbane with Falling in Reverse and Black Veil Brides for the Popular Monster Tour. We'll have all of those dates down below. If people haven't got their tickets, they're missing out. One last question before you go, sir. What's it like knowing that you were wearing masks before COVID made it cool?
Dude, what the fuck? Still got it like 4 times. It didn't even help, dude.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I know, but at least I did have the mask, and I was kind of walking around in style. Even only people had those. I was like looking good while I protected myself.
That's it. Awesome. Thank you very much, my friend. Have a good day. Guys.